Today is September the 24th, and the kids have been working on a study guide. Now, to be honest, starting out by showing you the word bank. Listen, this will be the same word bank tomorrow. That word bank. So, they have got the study guide, and we're going to just go through it. This way, every kid that's here today, September the 24th, should walk out with vocab. Please remember, I'm also putting it out there on Quizlet, so you can play the matching games and all that, okay? So here we go. Let's see, and I might even, kind of watch, because I might highlight something you didn't ever see before, catch the little trick or whatever. Okay, so number 1 says, any number that can be divided by 2 and it ends in 2, 4, 6, 8, or 0. Even numbers, yes. This is a big one to me. I need you to know this one, because we know that anything that ends in these numbers is even, and it simplifies by 2. And you're going to be simplifying forever. So I need you to make sure you know that one. Okay. The next one, number 2, says any number that cannot be divided by 2. Odd, yeah. The key word there is not. It is odd number. Cannot. And the key to me is the not. Okay, odd number or odd numbers. Okay, the third one, an integer. Don't let that big word scare you. It just means number. A number whose only factors are 1 and itself. Prime numbers, yes. Okay, prime numbers. And yes, they've been up on the board this week. Prime numbers like 1, 3, 5, 7, 11. They only have 1 times themselves as a number. So like, 7 only has 1 times 7. 11 only has 1 times 11. So that's what they mean by 1 and itself. Prime numbers. That won't be up there tomorrow. I will have to erase it. Okay. Number 4, any integer number that can be divided by at least one other number other than itself. Composite. You got it. Composite numbers. They have more than just 1 times themselves. So like the number 12. Okay, it has 1 times 12, but it also has 2 times 6 and 3 times 4. Those other multiplication tables is what makes it composite. Some kids think 9 is prime, but 9 has 1 times 9, but it's also got 3 times 3. That other multiplication table is what makes it composite. Yes?
My pencil's kind of like out of lead, and I'm going to have a lot of pencils too.
Okay, 1 second.
I don't really have any more
Okay.
pencil stuff.
1 second. Okay. Number 5. A number that can divide another number without a remainder. What are they all called though? Factors, yes. All the multiplication tables are factors. There's no remainder. Think about it. Like when we say 6 can be divided by 2 and 3. Those are factors. We've actually had that one on another test. Okay, number 6 breaks down a number's factors into prime numbers or factor trees. Yes. Look right here. They gave you the word prime. They gave you the word factors. They even gave you the word factor again. Breaks it down. Okay. Prime, you will have a word bank. Prime factorization. Okay, number 7. The largest factor shared by 2 or more numbers. No, right. Greatest common factor. If I can write it 6 times a day, you can write it once. Greatest common factor. Here's the reason. It's even got the word factor in it. There's factor. Greatest, meaning largest. And then number 8, the smallest number that is a multiple of 2 or more numbers. Least common multiple. Least common multiple. Smallest, least, multiples even in there. If any of this will help you to get them memorized, there you go. Yes?
Question, do we have to write the greatest common factor?
Yes. No. You need to write it out, guys. Write it out. Write it out. I said it like 5 times. I love you people, but write it out. Thank you. Okay, and tomorrow you'll have a word bank, just like that one. Probably that one if you want to know the truth. Okay, here we go. Now going to GCF, greatest common factor. Okay, I'm going to kind of show y'all a trick if it will help some of you. And because there's still a few of you that on GCF you don't know what numbers to pick, or you're picking the number too many times, I guess, okay? Here's another trick if this will help you. What I'm going to do is take a piece of paper and I'm going to fold it in half. I'm going to do one tree on one side of the paper and one tree on the other side. Honestly, just kind of drawing a line down it. I'm kind of just making it darker for y'all's sake, okay? Do y'all see number 10 right here? Okay, so I'm going to take number 10. Here I go. It is 40 and 48. So I'm going to put 40 here and 48 over here. Does everybody see where I got it from? Okay, here we go. I'm going to make a factor tree. There we go. I'm going to go down with numbers, multiplying, circling only prime numbers. Here we go. So to me, a 40 is 4 times 10. Doesn't matter what order you have, as long as when you get done with 40, you have 3 2s and a 5. You should be checking your work. Do you have 3 2s and a 5? It doesn't matter what order you did it in. You should have 3 2s and a 5. Okay, now I'm going to do the 48. Guys, you should be doing this with me if you haven't made it to this part. Here we go, 48. I'm going to do 4 times 12. I'm going to break down the 4 to 2 times 2. Since they're both prime, I'm circling them. You can do 6 times 8. Yeah, here's the key to this. The reason we like this method is because as long as we all get to prime numbers, we should all have the same numbers circled. So if you look at your paper, it doesn't matter what order you went in, you should have 4 2s and a 3 on that one, on 48. 4 2s and a 3. 2 times 24, and that's fine. So you circle the 2 and break down that 24. Okay, so the first way to check your work is, Do you have this many numbers of each number? Okay, now to find the GCF, what I'm doing is finding matches. I'm trying to show this, but some of us won't look up here. Guys, look so I can show you. Okay, I see there's a 2 on this side of the line and a 2 on that side of the line. Since that's only one pair of them, I'm going to write it one time. Does that make sense so far? Okay, now I'm going to go look at, is there a 5 over here? Nope. Is there another 2? Yes. So I'm going to circle this one in blue, circle this one in blue, and I'm going to write one of them in blue. For every pair, you got to write it down here. Okay, so I look. Is there another 2 that can match up? Yes. This one can match that one, meaning I'm going to write it one more time. Are there any more matches? Nope, because there's not a 5 over here. So I got to do the math. 2 times 2 is 4, times 2 is 8. So my final GCF for that one is 8. Because you got to multiply these 2's. 2 times 2 is 4, times 2 is 8. Yes?
I got 4 but instead of putting 10 times 4, I put 24 times, 20 times 2.
That's fine. So you circle the 2, and then what did you break the 20 down to?
10 times 2.
That's right. Did you circle that too?
Yes.
Okay, then the 10 is 2 times 5. Circle the 2 again. Yes. Yes. And whatever you get for a GCF, guys, definitely should go into these 2 numbers. It's a factor. It's a multiplication table. Yes. Nope. Listen, when we put them in the box, they're pairs. They are matches. So for every pair, write it one time. For every pair, write it one time.
I didn't put, when I put my GCF, I put equals and then I started adding it up and then put my equal sign at the end.
With equals 8? That's fine. That's fine. That's fine. Yeah, just make sure you're multiplying, not adding. That's the only thing. Okay, let's do another one. Let's do number 11. Okay, number 11 is 24 and 48. Okay, so I'm going to do one on each side of the paper. Here we go. Like 12 times 2, yes. I'm going to do 2 times 12. I don't know why. That's just the way I think of it. And then, I don't know, 3 times 4. It doesn't matter. You could do 2 times 6. So, looking at your 24, you should have 3 2's and a 3. Doesn't matter what order. 3 2's and a 3. Okay, 48. You're okay. Okay. I wouldn't try.
I put 3 on because I did on my 6. I put 3 and 3. I meant to put 3
3 times 2, yes. Yes. Yeah, I would do 48 as 6 times 8. You don't have to. You could do 4 times 12 or whatever. Okay, I got a 2 and a 3. And 2 more 2's. Okay, so what I'm going to do is find all the matches on each side of this line. Remember, there can only it's got to be on both sides to be a match. Okay, doesn't matter which 2. I'm going to circle that 2 and that 2. They go together, so I get to write them one time. Okay, I don't know. I'm going to circle this 2 and this 2. It doesn't matter as long as they're the same number. Okay, go into another one. I see 2 3's. There's a 3 here and a 3 here. And I look, there's actually a 2 here and another 2. So for every pair, I have written it down there. Now I got to do the multiplying. 2 times 2 is 4. 4 times 3 is 12. Times 2 is 24. I know to some of you this looks silly that I'm using so much paper and colors and all that. But if it helps you to get the right answer, do it. I don't care if you staple 5 pieces of scratch paper tomorrow to it. Yes.
First, when we first started doing that, I thought that when we did 2 times 2 times 2, I thought it would be 6.
6.
And we added the other 6 and 4.
I did that earlier, I won't lie. It's an easy mistake. That's why I go down here and I write it with the times, and I try to do it this way, like bringing that math down, because if not, we just get going too fast sometimes. Okay, let's try number 12. Here we go. 12 is 22 and 96. So here's my divider line. And it is 22 and 96. Okay. 22, 96. Yeah, 11 times 2. That's what I would do. There we go. Yeah, I mean, and that's the only one, isn't it?
Yeah.
And they are both prime. Done with that one. Now, I know this thing ends in a 6. So 2 if nothing else. Wait a minute. It'd be 2 times 48.
Oh,
48.
yeah.
Yeah, you could do 12 times.
9.
Slow down. 12 times 8. Yeah, I had to think about that one. Woo. Okay, break this one down.
6 times 8.
2 times 24. 4 times 12. Bless you. Okay, any matches?
2.
2. I love it because all this work, and you didn't really need all that because that's the only number that they have in common is a 2. So even though you do all this, you really don't need it. Yes? 3 times 32, yes, perfect. Yes.
What's the hardest GCF you have done?
I don't know. To me, like GCF is easy because I just keep breaking it down. So as long as I can figure out that original, that first step, yeah, that one took me a minute, I'm not gonna lie. 13. Okay. 13 is, 12 and 84.
6 times 2.
6 times 2, okay. And then the 6, I would make 3 times 2. Uh-huh.
You said on these you have to write it out.
Mm-hmm. Like I'm just doing on notebook paper. That's all. Yeah. Ooh, yes, I like it. 7 times 12? Give me a second. So I'm just 84. That's right.
I did 2 times 42.
2 times 42. 4 times.
1 times 3.
How many 4s are in 8? 2. How many 4s are in 4? 1. So
21.
21. So you could do 4 times 21. 7 times 12. Someone else did 2 times 42. Like, that's the cool thing about this method is as long as you can get to prime numbers, it doesn't matter what we start with. We should all end up with the same thing. That's kind of why we're really liking this method. Okay, so now, to find my GCF, I'm going to go in and find all the matches. Okay, so here's a 2, and here's a 2. Okay, well, right now I'm going to stick with this 2. I see that 2, and that 2, and then this 3, and that 3. Okay, so 2 times 2 is 4, times 3 is 12. Okay.
Number 15.
I'm going to keep going. Relax, relax. 14, 63, and 54. Yeah, 14. 7 times 9 is 63. Yes, that's what I would start with. You could do 3 times 21, but it doesn't matter. It really doesn't matter. In the end, you should have, for this one, 2 3s and a 7. For 54, I would do 6 times 9. 2 times 3. 3 times 3. Okay. Creating my GCF. I got a 3. And that 3. So I'm going to write 3. I got that 3 and that 3, and then 7 doesn't have a match, so 3 times 3 is 9. Yes. Okay. And there, 15. Here we go. They're cracking me up. Okay, 15. It is. Oh, there's 3 of them. But listen, don't let that mess you up. Okay, I got 18, 36, and 81. Okay, so there's 3 numbers in 15. So, what I'm going to do is this. I'm going to make a tree, and then I'm going to kind of make a line. So, like 2 times 9, 3 times 3, and that's it. So, I'm going to kind of draw a line right there. Okay, 9 times 4, or 6 times 6. And I'm going to draw all line.
9 times 9.
9 times 9.
3 times 3. 3 times 3.
Okay, so now I've got them all what I'm going to call pretty. Now the only key is I got to find the matches in all 3. Okay, so, 1 second. Okay. Keep making sure y'all can see it. So, okay. I see a 3 here that matches a 3 that matches a 3. But listen, if you go too fast, I'm worried some of you are not, you're going to put 4 3s. But watch. Here's a 3, here's a 3, and here's a 3.
That's how you put it.
Okay, there's a 2 here and a 2 here, but is there a 2 here? No. Same thing with these. Like there's 2s, there's not. That's the only thing there is. So the only GCF is 9. Huh? But listen, they've got to be in each tree. And this tree doesn't have a 2. They got to be in each tree. Like, shh, please stop, listen. to be able to count it, yes, there's one here, there's one here. But there would also have to be a 2 in this one to be able to add 2 to our list down here. There has to be a match in each tree or each group. Yes? Wait a minute. For number 12? Problem 12? Okay, so for 12, there's only the number 2. And for every match, we only write it one time. Yeah, don't do 2 times 2. Okay. So, going back to the study guide, we've now done created through 15. I'm going to go down. I'll work 16 now. The topic changes to least common multiple. So, here we go. Guys, please give everybody a chance. Okay, so, honestly, I can kind of think of this. I'm thinking of my 11s. Well, I mean, I can keep going on forever. You're being rude. Yes, question. On which one?
21.
Okay, give me 2 seconds to finish this one. And I would keep going and eventually get 33. They would be the match. Okay. So, on one like 21, I would take 2 and 5, and I'm thinking if I skip count by 2s, they're all going to be even numbers. 5s would be 10, 15. I know what they look like. So if I'm skip counting by 7s, I'm thinking of those multiplication tables, and the first one I hit that kind of seems like it might work is 35. But 35, 2 won't go into. Okay, so I'm going to keep going. I get 42, 49, 56, and I'm running out of paper, of course. Here we go. 56, then... I'm trying to keep going. Okay. Wait a minute. 7 times 8, 7 times 9 is 63. 7 times 10 is 70. Because look, 5, this would eventually way down here be a 70. 2, because it's even, would be 70. With that, you don't have to, what I'm going to say, you don't have to write it all out if you can figure it out. Okay, yes. Okay, go wash your hand or grab a Band-Aid. Yes.
Can you work out number 19?
19. Here I go. Move over in case I need space. Okay, 19, 12, and 15. Now, one trick that some people do is they'll only jump by the bigger number. So I know 12 won't go into 30. I know it won't go into 45 because it would be like 48. 60 would be next. 12 times 5 is 60. So it would be 60. Okay. Number 17. Guys, please stop. That's great. I haven't given you all the answers, so you might want to check them. Okay. 8. Nope. If you've got 80 on this one, it's wrong. 40.
I got it right.
Tonight, make sure you know the difference between GCF and LCM. Hey guys, you need to sit down. And make sure you study the vocab. Oh, thank you. Anytime. You're good. Yes.
Are we gonna do, like, do we have to write LCM?
If you start with that's good. Yeah.
Are you gonna check them?
Yeah, tomorrow I'm collecting this study guide.
I just stabbed myself.
Stop.